Hi, this is Kong. Welcome to your wholesaling houses journey. Now, right off the bat, I want to let you know that this business ain't going to be easy. All right, it's not going to be easy, but I promise you that it's going to worth it. Because once you know how to do it, you'll be able to virtually wholesale in any states you desire. You don't have to physically be there. All right, and not just that, you guys, you'll be able to turn your annual income, yes, whatever you're making right now, into your monthly, even weekly. All right. Now, when I first started wholesale, if you guys follow my channel, you know I didn't have any connection, no experience. All right, and my wife and I are both high school dropout. All right, we're not highly educated people. We're not smart people. We're just average, normal people. And if I can do it, if I can turn my annual income, I was used to make $30,000 a year, into weekly, and so can you. And like I tell you guys all the time, success is like a marriage. It takes commitment and dedication to make it work. All right, because in a marriage, you guys are gonna have good times and you guys are gonna have bad times. All right. And how you're gonna go and how you're gonna pass the bad time is being able to commit. All right, commit to each other and do whatever necessary and whatever required to make that marriage work. All right, so it's just like success, right? If you are dedicated and you are committed to your success, to achieve and be a master in this business, then you are going to do what required and what is necessary for you to make it happen. All right, so I want to let you guys, for those of you who are not ready, who are iffy, then don't buy it. Don't waste your money. All right, this is no refund, no exchange. All right, no refund, no exchange. The only refund that you're going to get back is in yourself when you close that wholesale deal. All right, that's the only refund that you're going to get. All right, but this is no refund, no exchange. It's for those of you who are ready and who are committed. All right, I'm sorry. Now, you guys, those of you, you guys ask me about coaching, about courses, etc., and I don't have any of those, but I think this is everything you ever needed. You needed to start wholesaling and to start closing your first wholesale deal, but not just that, you'll be able to use this and build a team out of this. All right, because you guys got to understand, when you virtually wholesale, the biggest thing is what? The biggest thing is that you got to be able to give the seller the peace of mind and the trust. They have to be able to trust you to sign the contract over the phone. You guys, that's what we do. We virtually wholesale. We don't, we don't see the seller, we don't see the property, we don't see the buyer. We're able to tie these deal up under contract just by over the phone. And the biggest thing is you guys giving the seller the peace of mind and the trust. All right, and the trust. Because without that trust, they're not going to sign the contract over the phone. And to me, you guys, when I first started out, it took me 6 months to get my first deal on the contract, and it wasn't even through directly with the seller, it was through an agent. And the reason why, I was taking massive actions, I was cold calling, I was calling on Craigslist, I was sending out, I was spending money on marketing, but I couldn't convert the leads into deals. I could not convert the leads into deal. And the reason why is because I didn't know how to talk to seller, I didn't know what question to ask, I didn't know how to handle their objections, and I just didn't know what to say. All right, so I lose on deals because once you say something that makes the seller felt uncomfortable or unsure, then they're not going to work with you. All right, you guys, so to me, the biggest and most important things in wholesaling is being able to talk to seller. And you guys, we all know it. Where you make the money is when you actually in front and talking to a client. All right, when you're talking to a client. All right, and that is the motivated seller, but you got to know how to talk to them. So you guys, I put together for those of you who've been asking for me for the script, I have put a package deal together, and I put in here the two main thing that you need is the seller script, which is the inbound when the seller calls in, and the offer script. All right, you guys, so typically how we do it is that, and I would do a video on each one of this, and I will show you guys exactly, question by question, how I ask them, how I handle up their objections, so you know clearly kind of how the conversation go. All right, you guys, so basically the first script is when the first time seller calls in. You're right. The first time the seller calls in, I go through. I did a video. I'll go through it with you, question by questions, what to ask them, and how to set up the appointment with them. All right. So that way you can call back. All right. So you can call back and make them the offer over the phone. All right. So there's two parts to the script. One of them is when the seller first called in, so you can gather all the information, set up the appointment for you to now use the offer script to call back, make them the offer over the phone, and get the deal tied up over the phone. All right, and then now in there I included I included other stuff for you. Everything you need to get started right off the bat is the purchase and sale agreement between you and the seller, the assignment agreement between you and the end buyer, the double closing contract between you and the end buyer. If you end up doing a double closing with the buyer, the purchase and sale contract between you and the seller is different than the purchase contract between you and the end buyer if you decided to do a double closing because you don't want the end buyer to know how much you make. All right, and I will do a video on every single one of these, you guys, that I'm talking about. I'll show you how to fill out the contract line by line, the assignment agreement, the double closing contract between you and the end buyer, and then also too is the addendum contract, which mean let's say you come into an agreement with the buyer or with the seller, and in the middle there's either the price changes or the date changes, etc. I also included in the addendum, all you need to do is fill out the addendum, send it to the seller or send it to the buyer, have them sign or initial, and then that will be good enough. You don't have to cancel the contract and rewrite it. All right, you just need to send out an addendum. All right, you guys. And then what I also add in there, you guys, this is extra stuff that I throw in there because I want you guys to have the entire package to get going. All right, this is honestly everything you needed. The only thing that it's not in there is action. It's require you to take action on it, but that's it. All right. And then I included is the rehab calculator. What it is you figure out in that area how much they charge per square foot to rehab, and then what you do is you punch in there the square foot of the house and kind of how much cost per square foot is, and then what it does is that calculator will spit a number out for you to kind of show you roughly what the estimated repair cost will be on that property. All right. And also too is in that calculator, it also helps you figure out the ARV of the property. So you would punch in 3 low comps and then you punch in 3 high comps, and then what they do is they take those and then they'll figure out the average, and then spits out a number for you of what roughly what it thinks the ARV is for that property. All right, you guys. So to me, you guys, that is everything I think that you need to get started in this business. Now, once again, if you are not ready, then don't purchase it. This is for those of you who's ready, who are committed, all right, to take your life to the next level and then to master and succeed in this business. Then you guys, the whole package is $495. There's no refund, no exchange. If you are ready, then hit the link below, and then just once you buy it, take action right away. Take massive actions. And the things you guys got to understand, like with the script, you're not just be able to use it a one-time thing. You'll be able to pass it on to your team. So let's just say later on you want to grow and you want to hire people on. All right, you want to hire people on. So how we do it, we hire on girls that will take all the income call, right? And we hand them the script. And then we'll have our purchase manager. It's the one that the offer script. That's when they call back, and then that's when they call back and they make the offer to the seller over the phone to tie that deal up on a contract. And you guys got to understand, these girls, we train them up for a week or so. We train up like a week or so, and then we just give them the script, and then the seller calls in, and if they're able to tie the seller up on if they're able to tie the deal up on the contract over the phone, and they know nothing about real estate, these are 20-something-year-old girl, and if they can do it, so can you. And to me, that was the biggest missing link that I missed when I first started, and it took me that long to tie a deal up on a contract. And it wasn't even through directly with the seller. It's because I didn't know what to say and how to handle seller objections. And you guys, so I think this is everything you needed to get your first wholesale deal done. And not just your first wholesale deal done, but for those of you who's looking to better and improve your talking skill with the seller and to be able to lock the deal up on the contract, you guys, click the link below. I promise you it's going to worth every single penny. All right, you guys, I promise you it's going to worth every single penny. I truly believe that. So if you are interested, go ahead and hit the link below, and I'll see you guys at the top. Take care. I wish you the best. All right, bye.